Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension, and today we are doing our week ahead pick a card or pick a pile reading for starting tomorrow, which is December 22nd through Saturday, December 28th. Okay, so we have 4 piles, and I will put timestamps for the second, third, and fourth pile down below. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's just get started if you chose pile 1. We're doing the same format that we do every week now, and I'm just going to put these right on top here. All right. I think we're all in camera. All right, so remember, our first card that we draw is going to be, what do we need to release this week? The next card that we draw is going to be, what do we need to embrace this week? And the third card is, how can we support ourselves? Okay, what can we do to support ourselves this week, this coming week? And then, of course, I'm using the Light Seers, of course, and the Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle. Okay, so what I see here, so what I see here is, you know, normally when we think about the magician, we think of somebody that is very much in control of the elements, somebody that's extremely confident and knows their power, okay? Knows, it has all the tools that they need in order to get whatever it is that they need out of life. And if that is something that we need to release this week, the way that I see that is, perhaps you are feeling unfocused, unconfident in your abilities, kind of feeling out of sorts this next week. Maybe because of the holidays, you know, maybe having different energies around you, family coming to see you that you're not, you know, you don't spend as much time with other than at the holidays. And sometimes that can bring us down. Sometimes it can lift us up, but either way, it can still mess with our energy. So, and self-confidence, especially if they are, if they believe different than what you do. So what we need to embrace this week, what I see is just not worrying. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about feeling like you're out of sorts, or, you know, just release that for this week. Just embrace this feeling of times that you've spent, you know, good holidays with families, and, you know, try to focus on that and be grateful, and, you know, connect with somebody from your past, or, you know, really embrace the good things that you have experienced with people in the past, okay? And the best way that you can support yourself this week, which is the Queen of Wands, she is all about being strong and confident and, oh, okay, yeah. All right, I'm getting a little bit of a different picture. I mean, it's along the same lines, but because of having family coming that maybe does not believe the way that you do, you might be feeling a little bit out of sorts, or less confident. But it's saying the best way that you can support yourself is just really rock your power. Don't be afraid to rock your power. But at the same time, just try to focus on the things that you do have in common. You know, focus on good times and don't focus on any of that kind of stuff right now, is what I would say. You know, just be confident in who you are and the path that you're on, and don't worry about what others think, and just relax. And because you know what, 9 times out of 10, it's so much worse in your head than what it truly is in reality. So just kind of let yourself off the hook this week, just stop worrying about that kind of crap. So, and just remember, you have divine support. You are being supported. So, yeah, just have a good time this week and don't worry about that kind of stuff. That's the best thing that I can tell you. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? All right. And if you chose pile 2. Oops. Oh, wow. So, what do we need to release this week? This looks very similar to one of them that we had last week. Another pile that we had, if I remember right. I'm going to have to go back and watch, but gosh, that almost seems identical. A feeling of you just got to rush, rush, rush. You got to do everything right now, and you've got this fiery energy. And look at all this fiery energy here, for goodness sakes. There's just so much passion and action that you feel like you've got to go, but listen, you don't have to. It's saying embrace the Emperor. The Emperor is about, taking charge, or can be about taking charge, being strategic, not just in your heart and full of passion, but also thinking logically about what the next step is. But I mean, it really feels like there's another person involved here, because we have the Lovers, right? And we have beginnings. So I'm seeing like the beginning of this relationship is what I'm seeing for this person, or for pile 2, a new relationship for you. And you're feeling all passionate and fired up and rearing to go. But it's saying maybe it's time to just slow down a little bit. It's good to have passion, it is. But you need to think rationally as well. Let this mature a little bit. Don't be so quick to just rush in. Be strategic. And the Lovers, the best way that you can support yourself if this is a new relationship is by setting your boundaries. Be yourself. And if this is not a new relationship, it's the same advice, really. Set your boundaries. Yeah, passion is good. Don't get me wrong, passion is really good. But setting your boundaries and having an equal flow of energy back and forth, right? A good partnership, okay? And I know in the beginning it's exciting and new. And maybe if you have been in a relationship for a while, maybe this is an indication that this week, one of the best ways that you can support yourself is just by either taking it to the next level or just having a really good conversation with that person. Okay? And new beginnings or beginnings is what the Oracle card is. But it almost seems like he's saying, because his hands are out, and I know this is like the Om symbol, and I'm not sure what this one is supposed to represent, but just like pace yourself. Be excited, but think about, think about whether or not this is the right relationship. Because if you go too headstrong, or if you go too headstrong, this is what I'm seeing here. If you go too headstrong into a relationship just full of passion, I mean, you're not giving yourself enough time to really get to know this person. This could be something fantastic. But if you're so full of, this fiery energy, you might lose track of certain things that you normally would not, that that you would not do for yourself, that you would not look for in that partner. So just remember your boundaries. That's how I see it. But definitely something new is working here. Beginnings of something. All right. All right. And if you chose pile 3. All right. I always got to make sure that these are in the camera. All right. I think they are. All right. So, wow. Look at all that blue. It's like telling a story. Blue and teal. Because blue is like a combination of... teal is like a combination of blue and green, right? Okay, so the first card that it's saying that we need to release this week is the moon. That feeling of being lost, or that there's something maybe hidden that you don't know about. Something that you've been just worrying about. It's saying, just stop. Don't worry about that this week. Don't worry about that. And, you know, you're not trusting your intuition. You're just feeling out of sorts. I would say definitely, based on these colors, you definitely need to get yourself grounded a little bit. And, you know, which leads me to this one here too. But, so the best thing that you can do to embrace this week, 5 of Cups, is normally about, you know, just really being in that negative headspace. Thinking about, you know, what you don't have versus what you do have. Being, you know, I mean, if you look at the picture here, she's looking like she's like upset about all these empty cups, and then one that she's spilling, and she's personally spilling it out herself. And then she's got this other one back here. And that's the whole thing. Look at this one is full, and she's worried about all these here, and she's continuing. It's through like an abyss. It's just like you can get yourself trapped in that negative headspace. So what you need to embrace is recognizing that your thoughts of late have been on a negative side. And the best way that you can support yourself is by really doing some introspection. You know, take a look at what has caused you to feel the way that you are this week. Are you feeling down? Obviously, you're feeling down on yourself, right? You're feeling like your magic or your intuition is not where it should be. So start focusing. The best thing that you can do is start focusing on what you do have and being in a positive headspace. And the best way you can do that is by doing some grounding, doing some meditation, but really, really sit back and think to yourself, you know, what do I bring to the table? You know, what are my skills? What do I love about myself? You know, and then through that, you will find fulfillment. Remember to love yourself and don't question yourself. Don't beat yourself up so much, okay? And from that, when you do, I say this every week because I truly believe this, okay? When you start changing your thoughts to a more positive side, and it's not that the situation changes, you just have a different perspective. But when you do that, and instead of focusing on what you don't have and focusing on what you do have, the universe says, look what she's focusing on, or look what he's focusing on. I'm going to give them more of that, okay? It's like the law of attraction. I'm going to give you more of what it is that you are putting your energy into. All right? And from that will come, you know, heart fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Okay? All right, so there's your week. And if you picked pile 4, All right, let me get back up in here again. All right, are we in? Yes, we are in. Okay. So, what do we need to release? Okay. Ten of Pentacles is normally something really, really good, right? It's about feeling abundance and happiness and wealth and pretty much every good thing that you can find that you can manifest. So this week, if it's saying release that, it's those thoughts. It's that lack of self-confidence that you have around your home life, you're with your children and with your finances or whatever going forth. Maybe this week you've just been so stressed about getting this present for this person or that present for this person, you know, and when you do that, you're just dragging yourself down. Look at, with acceptance, one of the things that I say, with acceptance comes peace in all things. Accept what your current situation is, whether that's financially, whether that's not being able to spend this holiday with a loved one or whatever. You know, just the thing that we need to embrace this week is the Ace of Swords, which the Ace of Swords is like a new beginning, new ideas, a new clarity. You know, focus on that. Focus on how you can change what's going on in your life. Be the change that you want to see happen. And from that, and you know, everything that I say is going to come back to the law of attraction because that's what I believe. So, you know, if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, then my channel is probably not right for you because that is wholeheartedly what I believe. And so our thoughts, those new ideas, those things that limit us can also, you know, give us freedom. Okay? So embrace those new ideas, new thoughts, a new perspective, a new beginning. And the best way that you can support yourself, oops, let me pause this just for a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully he's done. Oh, I need some sort of like, anyways. So the best way that you can support yourself is by having patience and really looking at both sides, you know, trying to delve into why you feel the way that you do sometimes, but also looking at what you do have, you know. He's straddling, this Temperance Angel is straddling the sun and the moon. And look at, he's illuminated. He's working into his, you know, third eye and crown chakra, okay? Even though you can see all the different colors of the chakras here, that's what he's focusing on. He's focusing on, you know, a certain level of enlightenment about his situation or her situation. So that's what I say is just, once you have acceptance, focus on what you do have and watch your world change. And acceptance is our oracle card over here. Okay? So I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday season, and I am sending you all love and light. Thank you.